The Walking Dead, Season 1, Episode 4, Vatos. The fourth episode of The Walking Dead Season 1, Vatos, blends emotional depth, intense action, and moral dilemmas as the characters face escalating dangers in both Atlanta and the survivor camp. This episode highlights the fragility of life in the apocalypse and the bonds that form among the group. Plot summary. Rick's group encounters trouble in Atlanta. Rick Grimes, Andrew Lincoln, Glenn Rhee, Stephen Yeun, Daryl Dixon, Norman Reedus, and T-Dog, IronE Singleton, continue their mission in Atlanta to retrieve Merle Dixon and the bag of weapons left behind. After discovering Merle's severed hand on the rooftop, they follow a blood trail, hoping to find him alive. The group's search leads them to an abandoned building, but instead of finding Merle, they encounter a gang-like group of survivors called the Vatos, led by Guillermo, Neil Brown Jr. The Vatos demand the weapons, claiming they need them to protect their own group. Tensions escalate as both sides threaten violence. A surprising revelation. As Rick and Guillermo face off, a hostage situation arises when Glenn is taken by the Vatos. Rick, Daryl, and T-Dog confront Guillermo, but the situation takes a surprising turn when they discover the true nature of the Vatos. Rather than a gang, they are a group of caregivers protecting elderly patients left behind in a nursing home. Guillermo and his group explain their desperate situation, and Rick, moved by their plight, decides to leave them some weapons and supplies. This revelation highlights the theme of humanity and compassion in the apocalypse, showing that not all conflicts must end in violence. Trouble at the survivor camp. Back at the quarry camp, tensions rise as Shane Walsh, Jon Bernthal, works to maintain order. Andrea, Laurie Holden, and Amy, Emma Bell, share a heartfelt moment reminiscing about their childhood, deepening their sisterly bond. Horvath, Jeffrey DeMunn, continues to act as a moral anchor for the group, fostering a sense of community. However, the peace is shattered when a horde of walkers attacks the camp in a sudden and brutal assault. The survivors fight desperately to protect one another, but the attack claims several lives, including Amy's. Andrea is devastated as she cradles her dying sister, delivering one of the series' most emotional moments. Rick's group returns. Rick and his group return from Atlanta to find the camp in chaos. The walker attack has left the survivors shaken and mourning their losses. Rick reunites with Laurie and Carl, but the devastation of the camp underscores the constant danger they face. The episode ends with the group burying their dead and realizing that staying at the quarry may no longer be safe. Key themes and elements. Humanity and compassion. Rick's decision to help the Vatos reflects his belief in maintaining humanity and compassion, even in the face of adversity. The contrast between the Vatos' protective role and the walkers' mindless violence underscores the complexity of survival. The fragility of safety. The walker attack on the camp highlights how fleeting safety can be in the apocalypse. The sudden and brutal nature of the attack serves as a reminder that danger is always present. Grief and loss. Andrea's grief over Amy's death is a powerful depiction of the emotional toll of the apocalypse. The scene humanizes the survivors and emphasizes the personal stakes of their struggle. Moral dilemmas. The confrontation with the Vatos raises questions about the morality of survival. Rick's willingness to compromise and share resources demonstrates his commitment to ethical leadership. Character development. Rick Grimes, Rick's ability to de-escalate the situation with the Vatos and his decision to help them show his strong moral compass and leadership skills. Daryl Dixon, Daryl's brash and aggressive nature is balanced by glimpses of his loyalty and practicality as he supports Rick's decisions. Andrea and Amy, the bond between the sisters is deepened, making Amy's death even more heartbreaking and serving as a turning point for Andrea. Shane Walsh, Shane's protective instincts and underlying tension with Rick continue to surface as he struggles to maintain control at the camp. Memorable moments. The tense standoff between Rick's group and the Vatos, culminating in the surprising revelation of the Vatos' true purpose. The walker attack on the camp, a chaotic and brutal sequence that leaves several survivors dead. Andrea's emotional reaction to Amy's death, a gut-wrenching scene that underscores the personal cost of the apocalypse. Rick's decision to share resources with the Vatos, highlighting his commitment to compassion and cooperation. The group burying their dead, a somber and reflective moment that emphasizes the fragility of their existence. Conclusion. Vatos is a powerful episode that balances intense action with emotional depth and moral complexity. The episode explores the challenges of survival while maintaining humanity, showcasing the bonds that hold the survivors together even in the face of devastating loss. With its combination of suspense, character development, and emotional impact, Vatos solidifies The Walking Dead as a series that transcends its genre to deliver compelling and thought-provoking storytelling.